Yo, what is good, my fellow deadheads? Your overlord has returned with yet another Kaiju number 8 video. And guys, today we are doing not the last video on the iPad version of Kaiju number 8, because I'm pretty sure I'll drop more videos before the Steam version actually releases, tomorrow at 4 a.m. But we are going to be doing an account showcase, and also this is kind of like my thanks for a thousand subs. I'm gonna just show you guys what my account is looking like, tell you a few things that I've been doing, tell you some things that I've been working on, and just, again, how my account looks, how the progress is. I'd say my account is pretty damn impressive, but if you guys do not think so or do think so, then you can go down below and let me know in the comments. So, like, subscribe, notification bell, get notified every single time the Deadman hits the 1K Kafka Punch Kaiju Glide. And you can also comment down below and let me know what you think about my account, and also let me know about your account. And also, I guess I'm going to tweet, and I'm going to do a tweet at the end of this maybe, and then get everybody to show me a thread of their account. But yeah, just something like, I feel like we do a thread of everybody's account, and Steam players can see that, and then Steam players will get an idea of like, oh, okay, maybe these characters are the best characters to work on, because you're going to see very similar, probably on some of the best accounts, right? You're going to see some very similar characters worked on. But again, all the things that I said before you guys can do if you enjoyed the video. We're going to get right into it. So I guess first I'll just talk about my overall account progress. So obviously, as you can see, I'm level 61. The level cap in the game is level 70. I'm 100% definite there are players who have a higher level than me right now. I don't know what the highest level is out of everybody, but somebody, I don't know if anybody made it to 70 yet. Well, somebody has an achievement for using 50,000 stamina. I saw somebody tweet that. I'm pretty sure by the time that I checked my achievement for that, it said I was only at 36,000 stamina. So it is believable that somebody could be at level 70. I don't know. But somebody could be at level 70. I'm proud of level 61. I definitely was shooting for level 65 before the October 1st release, but I mean, I won't cry over spilt milk. Nothing went wrong here, My grind was still ridiculous. I feel like I'm still in range. If they added a new Spec Ops level right now out of nowhere, Shadow dropped it, I feel like I'd automatically have access to that Spec Ops level, because the last Spec Ops level unlocked at like level 40, I believe. But yes, that is my level. I have every mission in the game that you can clear right now, cleared right now. The reason why I say it that way is because, like, yeah, Fierce Battle Area is done, yeah, Raid Battle's done, yeah, all of the story is done, yeah, all of training is done, except for it's fucking not, because this game mode sucks dick and balls. Yeah, you have to wait a week to do 3 runs. That means that you have to wait 2 times 4. That means you have to wait 8 weeks to completely do this shit. And then after the 8 weeks, you have to start coming back, and you can only do 3 farm attempts a week anyway. So this game mode sucks balls. They just said that in the maintenance notice they're going to be giving us new unit parts and new training stages. It said new training and new unit parts will be added. Don't know what that means 100%. Instead of added, I think tweaked should have been the word, because this needs to be tweaked. This is the only training stage that's absolutely horrible. The rest of them are fine. I don't care about the damage, the scaling, whatever, the difficulty, none of that shit. Just literally the fact that you time-gated this essential for your character growth game mode behind a weekly reset is just ridiculous to me. So I would like to see this reset, or not reset, I would like to see this, I would like to see this reset daily. If not, I just like to see it with no limit. Like, just let me farm this, let me grind my characters how I want to grind my characters. But yes, besides these stages laughing in my face, I have every stage in the game done. My pity points, or I guess the shop currency right now, I'm looking at still enough pity points to pick up the brand new character whenever they drop next. And honestly, if I do 2 multis, then I have enough to pick up the new character and their weapon, like I did for Hoshina. And I don't want to use my 2 multis yet, because I want to use every bit of diamonds that I have to go towards that Manchester Lockburn, because I can't front of you. At first, I was talking about waiting for Chester to come out, and then summoning for Chester, and then going back and doubling back down on Hoshina's banner. But I feel like if I already just summon on Hoshina's banner and I'm already satisfied with what level I have Hoshina at, I feel like that just gives me more opportunity to just go full focus, full throttle on Chester's banner. Because worst comes to worst, we don't pull his weapon. But honestly, the way that the Deadman's rates are, you know I'm pulling that weapon. You know I'm pulling Chester, chat. Let's not play any games here. But we do have the pity points in the background just to be safe. Again, Hoshino wasn't that kind of character that you needed to pick up immediately with pity points. He wasn't that good, right? Like, he's good, but he's not that good. But he's my favorite character. So I just wanted to get a copy of him. So I did what I did, and I do not regret it. I'm still having a lot of fun with this man. But then the regular medals here, I actually used I had 180 of these. I used 150 of them to buy a copy of SW 2033, so I could give that last copy to my 4-star Hoshina, so that I could put so I can put his speed up to that next level. So his speed is just absolutely insane. You guys can actually see here a little bit of a flex. Kaiju number 8 is actually max ascended for me, so I literally cannot get any more dupes for him. So that's a big GG on my part, because he doesn't require any gear or any weapons at all. So like, he is damn near at max potential. I just gotta get his skills level 10. But my encounter stone shop obviously is just super insane, because this comes from summons and this comes from getting dupes. So the next time that this resets, I am picking up all of this. Everything in this shop that is purple, you can buy 3 times. No, every medal right here, the exploit medals, you can buy 3 times. This you can buy 10 times or 20 times. Both of these are 10 or 20 times. And then you can buy 10 tickets of the actual standard banner, and then 10 tickets on the pickup banner, and then also the Kaiju core material. You only pick up 1 a month. So I'm about to definitely clean this shop out immediately. This shop I cleaned out whenever I was free to play for those first 11 days. So I'm just going to continually be able to clean this shop out unless they add more stuff to this. If not, I'm just going to be clearing this up every single time. I have 9 weapon exchange crystals. Unfortunately, you can only trade these once a month, which honestly, these weapons are kind of whatever. If you summon as much as I have in this first month, then you basically have all these weapons maxed out. The only weapons that I don't have maxed out are, I think, Kikudu's axe and the Gatling gun. Everything else maxed out, right? So it's just like, there's not really a point in locking this behind a month either. Like, I understand time gating stuff to make it seem a little bit more premium, but like, a month is ridiculous. A month is ridiculous. I'm gonna start saving up more unipart canisters so I can just like do big like I want to start focusing specific characters, and maybe getting, well, you have to scrap uniparts to get the uniparts for this, but I want to start working on specific characters and maybe like save up these points and then just like do a big ass overhaul, like purchase of all the uniparts, and just kind of like go crazy. I feel like realistically, to be comfortably rolling gear on my characters, I've just rolled gear so much now. I feel like I need 125 pieces to roll like per slot, right? For the gauntlets or the gloves, the boots, and the chest piece, I feel like I need 125 per slot, so 375 in all for each character, just because I've done so many like re-rolling on those uniparts, man, and it is just torture. You just like, bro, my 4-star Hoshina, I've been trying to get this man 5-star, like not even 5-star speed boots with the speed as an orange substat, like no, just 5-star speed boots in general. I just cannot get that shit, dude, and I'm not willing to lower Hoshina's speed, right? So I'm just like, I'm over here re-rolling constantly, and I've had up to 70, I've had up to 80 freaking uniparts, and I'm just like, I feel like now I'm so scared of like unipart re-rolling that I'm just like, yo, I need more than 100. I need more than 100 if I'm sitting down in a session to reroll uniparts, bro. I need 125 per slot to try and get the unipart that I want, because they are crazy with them rates, bro. And I've literally rolled like orange pieces like back to back, like 3 times back to back before, and like none of them speed, right? So it's just like, those stats will really drive you crazy. Proof of Valor shop is obviously, we're gonna get more of these whenever the first battle area resets. I'm chilling on that right now. Chilling on this as well. This will be reloaded once first battle area resets. I have 1,000 expedition medals. This is another thing that I'm thinking I'm gonna just start saving over time, and then just like getting a bunch of stuff in one sitting, because you can see these cost 60, the purple ones, and you can get 50 of them a month, which means that to clear out all the purple ones in a month, you need to spend 3,000 expedition medals. Which, I mean, it's very easy to farm. I'm at a point now, honestly, let's just go talk about expedition, because we're done with the shop. So with expedition mode, I'm at a point now where I am literally coming in and doing like solo runs with specific characters just to max their level out super fast. I pretty much figured out that the level cap for everything in expedition mode is level 500. That is the highest way you can that is the highest level that you can upgrade things to. But like, guys, I have been putting in a lot of work on expedition mode. Like, you can see here, I'm in the like trillion, or the cost of the things that I need to purchase are so high, they're in the trillions right now. And honestly, this I've been upgrading the missions, right, so that I get more gold per completion, right? So if you look at it, comparative to leveling up one level, right? To enhance this by one level, you need 6.25 jillion, bazillion, billion, whatever gold, right? And I am producing 160 million gold a second. Now, obviously, that gap is very huge, right? But when you start off in expedition mode, my expedition mode is to a point. Honestly, I don't even care about this run. We can literally exit right now because Nanami's gotten plenty of stats off this run. We're gonna exit this run, come back in. Okay, cool. Exit the run. We're gonna go back in. Oh damn, Nanami didn't get that many points. That was kind of a waste then. All right, cool. It doesn't matter. I don't care, right? So first of all, I have upgraded the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the first 5 missions to be automated so that whenever I pick them up, automatically they are maintaining themselves. I have gotten the first 3 mission places to half the time it takes to like reset. So instead of it being 3 seconds for the first spot, it's 1.5 seconds, but it says 2 seconds. Instead of 5 seconds for the second slot, it's 2.5 seconds, but it says 3 seconds. And for the third one, it's 5 seconds instead of 10 seconds. So I generate a lot of gold in this game mode, like really, really fast. And it's like, I'm working on the other ones now, but they're not as important because like, even when this one is at 50%, this one's gonna still take 15 seconds, which I still think is somewhat reasonable. But like, once you get to the one that's like a minute and longer, then it kind of feels like, okay, I'm just boosting this just cause like, until they add more stages to Expedition and give us more diamonds for it, it's not really gonna matter that much. For this down here, another little cheat code kind of thing I try to use is I use this right here to increase the efficiency of my mission reward. So now my mission reward is increased by 495%, which means that my gold that I get is increased by 495%. You're gonna see right here, where is it? Close combat unit speed support is up. That's because Hoshina is a close combat unit in this game mode. And Hoshina, pretty much, I'm only using Nanami right now because I just want to level up Nanami. I just picked him up recently. I have Kaiju number 8 as well already. But I am just farming this over and over again with one character so that one character gets all the experience so I can level them up the fastest, and then I just switch to the next character. Because I have a strat that is just so soundproof for Expedition that it's just like, I literally can never lose this shit again. Like, I just know how it works too well now, so it's like I can never lose Expedition again, literally. But yes, right now I'm farming up Nanami, so let's go ahead and hop back in here. Nanami is also a close combat unit, so he also has his speed increased by 150%. So let's go in and let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. So Nanami is moving like somewhat decently fast. Hoshina is obviously way faster. The real crazy part is whenever you use the speed boost and they're pretty much just running at lightning speed. But some of the things that I try to boost immediately is attack boost, because every little bit of attack you build into your Expedition character builds into the tap power that you have, and the tapping is what's going to get you all the way to 1,500 kilometers basically. But I always boost attack power. If you come down here, you can boost their walking speed. Some characters have extra attack boosting down here, like attack multiplier. There's a tap booster on every character, I think. Like these upgrades down here are different depending on the character. This cost down reduction though is one of the most impactful upgrades though, because it just makes the characters way cheaper, which means that you can upgrade the characters way faster. But if we look at this gold production here, right, you can see that I need 1,000 to enhance it, and I produce 1.21 per second. So that means that I am making so much gold from the extra reward that this every time I let this go once, I can upgrade it, right? And you see what I'm saying? Like and in the 2 seconds that I wait for this first one to upgrade, I've made enough gold to upgrade like multiple levels, not just one level, right? And okay, in front of you, it stays like that for me for like past level 100. Like even at level 100, let's get there. Okay guys, so this is what I mean. You can see that I'm at level 100 for this shop, but the excess money that I get from the shop because I've upgraded so much is so high that every time I wait 2 seconds, I can guarantee get a level, right? And it stays like that for a little while, even in the hundreds, right? So we're gonna keep doing this until the numbers like pretty much match each other. But you can see here, every 2 seconds I wait, I can basically upgrade this by 2 levels. So that's just like how cracked I've been getting at Expedition, right? We can see here, even at level 150 level 150 is around when it starts to get like close, but even still, you can see here at level 150, every 2 seconds, I am still making more gold than it is asking for me to upgrade it. So I literally, if I wait 4 seconds, I can kind of just casually just keep on tapping this one at a time. So once I get to, it looks like level 150, not even at 150, even at level 156 to upgrade to the next level, I still get enough like in the 1 second. So once it gets to level 157, it finally surpasses the amount I get in 2 seconds. But you can see how much extra gold I make and how much faster I can upgrade this. And that what I was upgrading was the mission reward efficiency, I think is what it's called, right? And how far am I in this? I want to kind of like lose this as well so that I can go ahead and exit again and take a look at the shop again. But that might take a little bit of time, so we might just call it for expedition mode right here. But guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you word of advice. Once you get this first one to 200, that's usually when you're hitting about like 1 million every 2 seconds. So that's the strat right there. Just stack the money as fast as you possibly can so that you can and reduce. Make it so that upgrading the characters is as cheap as possible, and make it so that your money is coming as fast as possible, right? Because even though I'm not getting 1 million every 2 seconds, I'm still getting basically 500,000 every 2 seconds, and I'm getting nearly 500,000 every 3 seconds. So like all of that is going to add up, obviously. But if I let this sit here for a few seconds, which I might let this sit here for a few seconds and just wait so I can do this, just skip to it when I can upgrade the next money shop. Alright guys, we're to that point where we can get this up to level 200, and at level 200 you can see that I am getting 2.33 million gold every 2 seconds. And guys, I'll be honest with you, this man Narumi has been running by himself. I have not been like tapping the screen for him. Like, I'm gonna let him get up to like floor 250. You're gonna see this man just like wipe the boss by himself. I feel like floor 300 is around where the difficulty starts to go up a little bit, but I feel like probably Narumi could kill floor 300 by himself too. But that could be a bold claim. But you can see here, like I said, 2.33 million per 2 seconds is absolutely devilish. We are getting so much gold here. We are able to upgrade everything at a very comfortable pace. I'm sorry, damn, I wasn't supposed to tap the screen. I'm just force of habit. I'm sorry, chat. But I did evaporate the boss though. But pretty much my strat for expedition mode is still the same thing. Leave out of expedition mode, come back in. I've just been upgrading it so much that I can make the money produce way faster, way earlier. So I can leave it alone way earlier on and get way more money for the period that I was going, and come back in and just like upgrade my shit a lot. So literally I just come back, I just leave and come back into this mode until I can get my stuff to like level 500. Like boom, that can go to level 200. I'll probably just let it chill now because I'm overlooking at it. Cool. But that's it for expedition mode. What do we go over? The shops, expedition modes, my mission stuff, my level. Oh, let's talk about achievements, and then we'll talk about special requests, and then we can finally talk about my characters. I know that's what y'all are here for, bro. So my achievements are looking pretty crazy because, wow, no, my achievements are looking insane. Bro, do y'all understand that I only have 7 bronze achievements, 7 silver achievements, and 3 gold achievements? Wow, I did not notice that. Chat, that's insane. Oh, what? Level 4 weapons to level 100 is crazy because I can do that. I can do that later today. Okay, so only 2 gold achievements left to complete. Let's look through them actually. I'm a little curious. Defeat 30 kaiju that are action impaired due to status change. I don't use status change characters a lot. I just use really big damage characters and buffers. That's why that's not there yet, but I'll definitely be able to do that. This one right here says what? Blast 2 or more kaiju simultaneously with a blast attack from 4-star Reno. So 4-star Reno I have not worked on at all because like I've deemed him like a useless 4-star. So I literally just haven't really been looking in his direction. But if it's for an achievement, the dead man will have to put in that work for real. What are these? Use 50,000. Oh wow, I'm so close to 50,000 stamina. So maybe that dude isn't at level 70 that I was talking about earlier, because I'm stupid close to 50,000 stamina. So who knows? Smart shopper. Exchange items in the shop 1,000 times. So if I exchange items in the shop 5 more times, I get 20 crystals. That's fire, because tomorrow in the exchange shop, I'm definitely going to be ripping through all that shit and getting all those things reset. Synthesize materials 360 times. Yeah, that one's a little low because the only time I synthesize materials is when I'm like boosting a level on something and I'm too lazy to go to a stage to farm 1 more of that material, and I'm like, I'll just convert. Or no, that's actually conversion. Synthesis is the capsules, or synthesis is when you take a bunch of the smaller grade of something and boost it up to the higher grade. I do that quite a bit, but still not like hella. Claim achievement rewards 150 times, and I've done it 138 times. Okay, so pretty much that achievement is do all the achievements in the game. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy that I'm close to completing all the achievements in the game. That's kind of crazy to me. Clear training and identified kaiju neutralization 50 times. Oh, look at that bullshit. Do the mission that we locked. Do the mission that you can't get the 24 runs you need to complete all the stages of it until you wait 8 weeks. Do that 50 times. Yeah, that's so stupid. It's a bronze achievement too, bro. They're trolling with that shit. Clear training a total of 5,000 times. We are not even halfway there, so we got plenty more training to do. And I was saying in my other video, I was saying that I would like for them to add AP packs into the Encounter Stone shop, even if it were just 20 a week. An extra 1,000 stamina a week goes a very long way. What is this? Then there are 3 secret missions that I do not know. These ones down here were kind of easy to figure out, I feel like, but like all this stuff, it's all related to the anime. So with my own strength, I feel like that's having to use. So it says 8 out of 10, and it seems like you have to use the rare Kafka or the 4-star Kafka, I feel like, right? Because that's his thing with my own strength. Right? He's saying that he wants to defeat the kaiju inside of him and use that, make that his own strength, with his own strength. This is who I am right now is in reference probably to Mina, because she hops on the roof whenever they have to go do these Kaiju subjugation, is that what they call it? Kaiju extermination, subjugation, whatever, in Sumida, I think. And they get Mina prepped up so she can just blast that giant ass kaiju. And then she keeps shooting, she keeps firing at the kaiju even when it's dead. And Kafka's like, damn it, Mina, you're incredible, blah, 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 I gotta catch up to you. And then fighting alone is either Narumi, because, you know, he's like the guy, he's the one, or maybe it's Hoshina, in reference to Kaiju number 10, I'm not sure, but like they say 0 out of 1, 0 out of 1, and 8 out of 10. I'm trying to figure out with my own. I'm trying to figure out what have I done 8 out of 10 times, because I have not interacted with Kafka that many times in the game. And I thought maybe I leveled up his skills 10 times, but now that I'm thinking about it, I looked at his skills and I may have miscounted, because his skill max level is level 12, which means that the game added an extra 2 levels of skills on him. So let's see. Yeah, I've only leveled up his skills once, so I don't even know. I don't know what I've done 8 out of 10 times in reference to this, in reference to my own strength. I'm not sure. But the reason why I wanted to go over the achievements is because one of the latest achievements that I have gotten, I do like very much that they show you when you got your achievements in the game. The latest achievement I got was yesterday, and it was log into the game for 30 days. And when it gave me that, it actually gave me the final special request in the game that I did not have unlocked. So if we come here, let's go back. And then come back to the overall list. You can see I have 23 completed, special requests. I wish I could make a video on this, but they don't really tell you how you unlocked the special request. You just kind of have them here in a list. That's a problem with this game. You can unlock stuff. You have a bunch of stuff, but it's like they don't tell you how you got that stuff. And I wish that they would tell you how you got that stuff so that I could go back in and make a video for free-to-play players like, guys, this is how you unlock this Uniparts mission. It tells you the goal, it tells you the rewards, it tells you a little bit of lore with it, but it doesn't tell you how you unlocked it. And a lot of these are randomly unlocked from text message threads. These ones are obviously for promotion exams. Like, it's just, they need to do a better job of making it so that you can trace that. But guys, that is it for the progress portion. Now we are finally in your favorite part, the characters. And there are so little 5-star characters in this game that I'm actually pretty excited. I can go over each one of them individually, and I feel like it doesn't take like too much time. But essentially right now, the point that I have my characters at is that everybody that you see in my account that is level 90 or above is somebody that I have seriously used at some point. So I've even used Iharu at some point seriously, yes, and not when he was level 90. Actually, it was when he was level 80, but he was a little too squishy. So I pushed him up to that level 90 because I was like, yo, I use you enough that I'm willing to like get you up there, right? I heard that this dude's pretty solid, but I read through his kit and I'm just not seeing it, chat. I'm not seeing it. Not there. Kafka looks like you have to be Kafka too long to get into Kaiju number 8 for it to be an enjoyable experience, and I'm not willing to. Well, obviously, whenever I'm doing like extra videos, like, all right, let's test out this character randomly. Like, yeah, obviously I'll test him out then. But like as of right now, where I'm still trying to get the best of my account, right, and get ready for all this new stuff coming out, it's like it's a weird thing, right? Because with gacha games, they constantly reset on a monthly cycle, so you have to consistently be in a state where you are always pushing your best characters to the max level. But also, you have to entertain yourself whenever the best characters have done their job for the month and start working on extra characters that you feel like, that just to have them worked on, so that whenever you are thrown a random opportunity, you're like, all right, bro, I have the character for this. Cool, right? Prime example, Black Clover Mobile, First Anniversary, Shadow Battlefield versus Noel. I had every character worked on, so I had the opportunity to switch through every single character and found the perfect team and was the only person on YouTube who posted a video on beating the highest level. That is what working on every single character in your account does for you. Makes you prepared for any and every situation. But yeah, everybody who's level 70 and below, they will get some love later. I do not really care that much about the rest of these characters. Hadoichi is ass. I'm not even considering really using Kikuru or Reno. Well, I mean, now I'm considering using Reno for that mission. So honestly, Reno might be added into the list of level 90s shortly, just because I do want to get that achievement. I am an achievement hunter, bro. Like, when it comes how the Truth DT chases achievements on PlayStation, I chase achievements in my gacha games like that. But I never really cared that much about. Well, I guess I used to care about achievements on PlayStation for like back in the day when I used to play Naruto Storm and Rage and Blast and shit. But like, it's been too long. I don't even care that much about that anymore. But you see the characters are all level 90 and above, like I said, are the ones that I use. Kota, random little shout outs. Kota and Tay are characters I use to prove that you don't need Sagan and Reno for the limited Fierce Battle area. It's going to be a little harder to prove that you don't need characters for the limited Fierce Battle area next time around, because Chester Lockburn is a water unit. We are looking cookied. Cooked is the word I was looking for. But also, Hadoichi ass. Aoi, I will work on strictly due to the fact that he has wind, and I might need wind bite at some point. I don't know. But yeah, the rest of these characters not really looking too impressive to me. Somebody said that this man has when you get him a whatever, A6, I think, he has the only extra damage dealt increase, like, debuff in the game. Yeah, I can't front of you. It's only 10%, bro. I don't think that shit is that crazy. Like, I think having the extra buffers, having the extra buffer is what helps. But honestly, there are achievements for bodying enemies in status element states. So this guy might see a little more shine later on too, but no time soon. I want to get all of these characters that are level 90 and above level 100 first. So you're gonna see these first four down here. They are all level 90 and they're capped out at 90 right now. They are not able to be pushed up to the level 100 mark. But if you look at every single character above them, I think so. Yeah, every single character above them literally has the capability to be pushed to level 100. So I'm literally just right now widespread farming the materials to get all of them opened up to that next limit break level. And then I am going to go back and then do widespread XP farming. But that is where my characters are at right now. Now we can take a look at each individual character. We're not going to go over each one of the 4-star characters. We'll go over my 4-star Hoshina because he is actually very impressive. But the rest of the 4 stars we won't go over right now. But let's take a look. My number 10 Hoshina has 2 dupes right now, which gives him what? Before activating combat skill, applies crit rate plus 25%. Very excellent. Before activating ultimate or follow-up attack, applies attack plus 15% to this unit. I was actually really happy when I had unlocked that because this just stacks and it stays and it doesn't reset or anything like that. So that definitely improves his damage so much more. I have his weapon A4, or honestly, we're gonna go over the weapons later, so I'll just chill out because you can just see the weapons right now. I'm just gonna go and talk about the ascension paths more so. But you can see this Hoshina also has nearly all 5-star stuff, but just 4-star on the boots. Yes, 4-star on the boots, which is the bane of my existence. Is always them damn boots, man. His skills are not all max level yet, but I think that he is the next character that I want to get all my skills level 10 on, because I already did farm like giant Kaiju number 8 medals or Kaiju number 10 medals. Now I just need to pick up some more Kaiju core materials, which I need to check raid battle, because how much HP does a raid boss have left? Once the raid boss hits 0 HP, we'll be able to pick up another Kaiju core from that as well, so that's very good. But now let's take a look at this Hoshina. I have his skills actually pretty disgustingly high. So his buff skill, his ultimate, which is just another like buff skill as well, and then his passive, all very high level. I remember the days when this was only giving 46% crit damage and less, what is it, 46% crit damage. That means I'll be giving 23% speed. 26% speed is better, obviously. The 52% crit damage, I feel like I can feel the difference with that shit. So very, very clutch. And it lasts for 2 turns, which is really clutch too. So you don't have to necessarily try to spam that resourcefulness in a pinch back to back to back like I always was trying to. You can kind of let it like, what's the word I'm looking for? You kind of let it stagger for a turn. You can kind of let it lapse for a turn is the word I was looking for. But if we come back and look at my Hoshina, actually, this is what I was talking about. We can't get those speed boots. We only have 1 5-star piece for the hands, actually, but I'm going a full speed set on him. He's 6-star Ascension. The 6-star Ascension got me hyped because after a battle buddy defeats a Kaiju, so when you have him beside, this just makes so much sense because you're always going to have Hoshina beside your strongest characters to make them look even better. So if they look even better, that means they're getting more confirmed kills, more guaranteed. And if they're killing more Kaiju and giving this man more speed, that means that Hoshina is going to come back around before them and be able to indefinitely buff them before they come back, right? You see what I'm saying? Some characters are so fast, they come back and the way that their sequence is set up, they always are right before Hoshina. When in all reality, you want Hoshina to come right before them so that you can do his buff and sometimes even do his ultimate right after to fully buff up the ally, and then the ally can do what they got to do, right? But with the SW2033, my Hoshina is guaranteed the fastest on my team just because he's getting an extra 35% speed. I know I said I wasn't going to go over the weapons, but I specifically had to go over that weapon because that weapon is a very impactful part of this man's kit. Now, Kaiju number 8, you guys saw Max Ascension. I can't front of you, I barely use this man, so I wasn't too sure what his Max Ascension was. Or no, I knew his Max Ascension was the fighting spirit thing, but like I didn't know all of his Ascension paths in between. Like I know he heals when he does. Yeah, he heals whenever he activates a normal attack. He gives ultimate plus 30 on his normal attack. Is evil actually. I didn't know that. Randomly removes debuffs. I mean, yeah, like I don't. The reason why I don't like Kaiju number 8 that much is because, yes, he is one of the freest characters in the game for you, and yes, he requires no gear, no weapon, but because he requires no gear, no weapon, I can't fine-tune him like I like to do. I love, like, for a free-to-play player who is just getting into the game, who is trying to learn the game, this character isn't going to help them learn the game because they're not going to be able to learn gear with this character. They're not going to be able to learn weapons with this character. But even still, it's going to help them progress in the game so they can get the currency they need to get the other characters that will help them learn those systems, right? But even still, I personally like to put gear on my character and fine-tune my character and give them that extra little push. I like that shit. I just don't like when my gear is like too intense of a system. Like in Black Clover Mobile, the gear system sucked because the way you could build the gear was just too infinite, right? It was so many different ways you could build the gear. It just sucked in my opinion. It was so many different options. It was like there was no right way. In Grand Cross, there's not really a right way, but back then there used to be a right way. Just boost your main substat the most, and like that gave you the best benefit. And that typically still works nowadays. But like this game is just like one substat, super simple. Sure, re-rolling the actual unit parts themselves may be torture, but even still, I'd say that the unit parts in this game are a very excellent gear system, and I like to be able to use it, especially because it's like simple enough. And they're adding new unit parts. By the way, did you guys go watch my video where I talked about the maintenance notice? Because they're adding new unit parts. But yes, that is Kaiju number 8. I'm still glad I have him A6, of course. Now, one thing that's absolutely crazy on my account is having Sagan at A4 because I got her from A1 to A4 in one multi-summon. Guys can check out that video. It's literally in my Sagan breakdown video if you skipped it. Like, the video's been out long enough. I don't even care if somebody told you, like, yo, have you seen this crazy summon? And you're just skipping to the end of that video to look at that shit. Like, obviously, plus, you know, if you skip to the end, you're just like, damn, how does Sagan work? You just rewind the video, you know what I'm saying? Maybe telling you about the summon at the end is me plugging you up for the video, right? But that achievement for getting all four level 100 weapons, I'm not that which is crazy to think that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's crazy to think I have 8 level 100 characters and only 3 level 100 weapons. It's like you can just tell where all my grinding efforts are really going to. The weapons will come secondary, in my opinion. The weapons are like secondary, right? Because you're not guaranteed to get the weapons, but you're guaranteed to have the character once you have the character. You know what I'm saying? So work on the character because this character is giving themselves extra stats to get them to level 100. And the difference in how squishy a unit is from level 80 to level 90, it's kind of crazy. And then it's just like the enemy just has no chance of like bodying your units really once they're at level 100, because then they're just fully up. You know what I'm saying? I take Mina into stages. She finally has unit parts now, but this Mina did not have unit parts. When I was doing all those extra damage test runs in the Kaiju number 2 raid, this Mina did not have any unit parts on at all, but she was still chilling. She was still lurking at level 90. She didn't care. Or I think she was at level 80 to be honest. But Sagan, A4, I don't know that I want to read all of their Ascension passes just because that's a lot. I've done breakdown videos for all these characters, but Sagan is A4. She has a level 90 shield right now. That's going to be the next weapon I get to level 100 just for that achievement. Nanami, level 100, obviously the first unit that I really glazed up at the start. And guys, I realized the mistake of my ways. I have this man wearing a fungal type set right now because I was always running this man beside Hoshina, who made him look so much better, who gave him extra crit rate. Now that I am wanting to run Hoshina, other characters beside Hoshina, I am now understanding the mistake of my ways, and I need to give this man crit rate instead of crit damage again, right? And at first, you know, when he was hitting them crits all the time, he did look good. But then when I grabbed Hoshina, when I did my damage test, or when I did 4-star Hoshina Showcase, you can check that out. When I did 4-star Hoshina Showcase, I pretty much, to show you how impactful he was, I did a run against Kaiju number 2 where I had number 10 Hoshina, Mina, 4-star. Then I had 4-star Hoshina beside Nadami. And then I did another run where I swapped Nadami and number 10 Hoshina spots, so that each one of them had an opportunity to be directly beside base like level 4 or 4-star Hoshina, right? Just to show how different he was making the damage. Without 4-star Hoshina, Nadami was not critting at all, basically. Or he was critting, but like it was very rare, very far and few in between. So you definitely want to just give him extra crit rate, because the extra crit rate that he gets from his Ascension passives is just not enough to sustain itself. This right here is, whenever he activates his combat skill, he applies crit rate plus 10%, which maxes out at 3 stacks, so he can go up to 30%. But I'll be honest with you, that 30% really doesn't help that much. You want extra characters around him to give him extra crit rate, or you just want to give him crit rate gear. He doesn't have anything to boost his crit damage in here. That's why I wanted to boost his crit damage so much, but it'd be like that, I guess. I guess he's supposed to just get crits, and like, it is what it is. They're just not supposed to do crit damage. I don't know. Like, what does his weapon do again? Slash damage, ult charge, combat skill damage. Yeah, no. I mean, what is this? What is this? None of it is crit damage. Yeah, none of it is crit damage. It's all damage dealt is what it is. But I mean, I guess, if it's extra damage dealt and he still is hitting big numbers, it doesn't really matter. Especially, if he starts to crit, because even if the crit damage isn't getting multiplied as high as number 10 Hoshina is, it still is a crit nonetheless. It still ignores defense nonetheless. But yes, we need to switch him back over to a lizard scale set. Oh, and also all of his skills are maxed out as well. So whenever I get him to max dupes, all of his skills will be level 12 instead of level 10. He'll hit even harder. It's going to be cracked. Just got this man level 100, I believe, last night, because I am playing a free-to-play account on Kaiju and saving all my cubes right now and just using the standard banner tickets. And from the standard banner, he's one of the first characters that I picked up. So I have been using him, and I've been enjoying him. And I've actually since Hoshina is my favorite character, I've actually always wanted to work on this unit on my main account and just test him out, because I'm just like, yo, the same way that slash units are just going crazy right now, like, dang, when I tested out Nadami and I tested out number 10 Hoshina, you best believe I definitely wanted to test out this Hoshina, and I wanted to test out Kikudu as well, but they just were not built up enough, so I knew that they were just going to pale in comparison to those two. Like, they were probably going to pale in comparison to Nadami, let alone number 10 Hoshina, so that's why I didn't really test him out. But he's already level 100, and I also have him with what I believe is his best weapon, which is a free-to-play weapon, actually, from the Proof of Valor shop. So I have him with that weapon, which I think is better for him than the SW2033, because again, that weapon I believe is better on 4-star Hoshina. Sorry guys, my eyelashes were kind of goofing up there, but nonetheless, I digress. Let's get right back into the press. This man is fun, I think. He has good AoE attacks. They're really weak on my free-to-play account, but I can see the potential on my main account, or I can see the potential of them from playing with him. And also, he has 2 single targets, so he does have opportunity to hit decently hard. But yeah, I gotta work on him and do more testing for sure. If I summon extra copies of SW2033, I may switch in between that weapon and this weapon to see what gives him better results. Especially considering that the SA Takami no Kata is gonna take a lot of time for me to actually max out, because I gotta get it from the Proof of Valor shop. Also, guys, I'm very proud at the speed at which I just said that word, because like Japanese words, I figured out that I'm pretty good at pronouncing them. I just need to stop overthinking it and just like go, balls deep and just say that shit how I say it. We got Mina here. She is only 2-star, but her weapon is fully ascended. And she is also, I already said 2-star. She doesn't really have her gear on right now, but I do actually like her kit a lot, just because she is a giant kaiju killer. And I like the fact that she has that turn where she has 100% crit rate. So she is somebody who can use the fungal gear set, who can utilize that. But you definitely just gotta wait for that 100% crit rate turn. Yeah, I don't see building crit rate for her, just because, like I said, she does have a turn. Like, literally, when you're using her, she has turns where she looks at a kaiju and it says crit on the critical 100% or critical guaranteed or whatever on the actual kaiju itself. So Mina's okay, but yeah, like I said, 2 dupes. Reno, 2 dupes. I got lucky going back in on his banner one more time to try and get AR Boreas, and while I was trying to get AR Boreas, I summoned 2 copies of him. And people in the chat were probably salty, because like I didn't even really care that much about getting him Spider type. What is this? Attack and then effect hit rate. Yeah. I'm probably gonna stick with Spider type instead of like the damage one. I'd rather that ice always be going on. Like, I can't front of you, I know Reno is an attacker, but like, y'all, I really be viewing this man as a debuffer. And I think that his ice debuff is better in general than the damage he does outright. But then again, buffing, well, I was going to say buffing gets you better results because I've hit 3 billion damage on that Kaiju number 2 raid. Everybody else I've seen at most hit like 2.2 billion. But even still, they're using Reno, and that's why it's not working for them. But even still, debuffing has its place, and there are going to be different stages that call for different things. So Reno is still definitely a top tier character. And it's just a really fun character with all those ice crystals. Ren Shinonome, let's take a wild guess. 3-star? Yes, she is 3-star. Her Gatling gun is not maxed out just yet. Her skills are not touched right now. Like, yeah, we got to work on that. Also, Reno's skills are not really, yeah, they're not touched at all. So that's probably why so maybe what's happening is my Reno's skills are not lowered up enough, and even though he has all these extra effects, he needs his skills to be a little bit higher for it to be extra damage. So maybe if me particularly, if I use that Reno team that everybody's using, maybe I would hit 3 billion. Why does it just feel like my account is just so much stronger than everybody else's, even though everybody else is playing the game at the same time as me? I don't understand. Then we got, we already looked at her. And then Isao is 1 dupe, so that is nice to say, and then Kikudu is 1 dupe as well. But it is nice to say that every single, yeah, her axe isn't ascended at all. But it's nice to say that every single 5-star character that I have is at least a 1. I am very glad for that because all the ones who, like, Sagan needs 2 more dupes, but like 2 dupes is much easier to chase than 5 dupes, right? And since the characters that need 5 dupes are standard banner characters, that means that every banner I summon on in the future, I'm going to have an opportunity to try and pull those characters. So I'm not really too upset about it. And then all of the 4-star characters that I deem useful, they're all max dupes. The ones that I don't really care for are the only ones who aren't max duped. Like, let's see. Literally, actually, wait. That was a bullshit statement because the only one who isn't max dupe is actually Mina. What is Mina's 6-star? When morale is applied to an ally, this unit's ultimate shot damage is plus 15%. Oh, okay, yeah, I can live without that. That's whatever. Effective amount of damage dealt buff and combat skill buff applied by morale plus 5%. Yeah, that's clutch. After defeating a Kaiju with ultimate, advances this unit's next action order. Okay, I guess boosting the ultimate is kind of cool because if she gets a kill, she can boost her next turn and get another buff out, kind of on some similar Hoshina style of mechanic. But guys, that was it for the characters, and that was a lot of yapping on those characters. But I like to go in depth for y'all. Now we can talk about my weapons, and then we're gonna look at my storage in general and just kind of see what I'm looking like. Alright guys, so we're here taking a look at our weapons. I'm just gonna kind of rush through this relatively fast. Wow, I did not realize I had that many extra gauntlets just chilling around for Isao. But yeah, we're gonna just kind of speed through this one. Obviously, 4-star weapons I'm not really gonna talk about. I don't really care that much. I mean, I guess the assault rifles, some of the 4-star ones are good for 4-star characters. But we have Kikudu's axe from summons. I think this one is from the, this one's from the battle pass, because I didn't have Kikudu's axe at the time. Nanami's weapon is maxed. New Hoshina's weapon is maxed. 4-star Hoshina's weapon is maxed. Oh, Sagan's shield is A2. I forgot about that. I did summon quite a few copies of her shield. This is the AR Cronus. This is the other weapon I got from the battle pass. No, this weapon is from the Proof of Valor shop. Both copies of this weapon are from the battle pass. I bought both because I didn't have the new Reno's weapon yet. But then I summoned his weapon, and now this weapon got relegated to freaking 4-star Reno. Let's see. Mina's weapon, max. Isao's gauntlets. I could have sworn Isao's gauntlets were max, bro. What the hell? Okay, well, Isao's gauntlets are max now. Y'all are seeing it here live on stream, chat. Sweaty activity. Okay, cool. Isao's gauntlets are maxed now. And honestly, I have a rule of thumb where I'm just kind of I'm going to just start keeping 1 extra copy of a 5-star weapon, but every extra copy past that, I'll probably scrap it. I'm not going to scrap it right now in the video because this video is already running on very long. But let's just continue on. Oh, just in case they limit break weapons later on in the future. That's why I'm doing that. But, Mina's weapon, max, AR Boreas. Oh, what the hell? I got a dupe AR Boreas? That's crazy. I didn't even know I did that. Huh? When did I get a dupe of AR Boreas? What? I definitely didn't buy a dupe of it. I summoned 2 AR Boreas? Damn. Maybe that's a sign I summoned too much, that I can't even remember all the shit I'm pulling now. This is the Takamine Kata. This is the one that comes from the Proof of Valor shop as well. This one is for Rin. She is not, her weapon's not maxed yet, so we still need 1 more Gatling gun. But you can see here just a bunch of extra copies of weapons here. We got a bunch of 4-stars. Are there any more 5-stars down here? No more 5-stars down here. But yeah, just a bunch of weapons. All of the crazy characters that you think would have the crazy weapons, they do have their crazy weapons. And then even some of the 4-star characters have crazy weapons as well. But now we can take a look at my inventory in general. I mean, my materials, I would say, look pretty average. I got a lot of training manuals, but I'm saving those at the moment to get Kikaru to level 100 directly from 90. If I fuse all these in right now, I should go to level 98, but I want to just shoot her up directly to level 100. So I'm just gonna wait until I can farm a few more Defense Force training manuals. And what's really nice is, from me leveling up these characters, probably what's gonna happen is I'm gonna level up Kikaru to level 100. Then I'll probably spend all tomorrow just farming manuals, because the point farming the attribute materials to actually limit break your characters, that's really easy. Plus, you see how many of these capsules I have. Like I said, this man Chester could be a support. And even if Chester's an attacker character, I can farm these up easily. It's cool, it's chill. But I'm hoping they fix stamina tomorrow, man. I really, really am. But yeah, I'll probably farm up a bunch of training manuals and then wait for the shop to come and then get a bunch of training manuals and get a bunch of Kaiju Might and then level up that boy Chester. And I'll probably try to get Sagan's shield to level 100 before that comes too, just so I have that achievement as well, because the dead man is an achievement hunter. But yeah, just a very basic split up of these materials. Nothing really too crazy to write home about. If we come down here to these materials, I have 9 gacha tickets right now. I have 7 pickup tickets right now for, yeah, pickup tickets. I have 2 permits for Kaiju number 2 battles, so I need to go and finish my runs for today. We got some medals here for skill advancement. We got our pity points here. We already looked at all this when we were in the shop. And then these are from a bundle that you can buy every week for 880 paid crystals that give you a bunch of extra materials, resources. So I'm also just kind of like loaded up on these for the moment as well. Can just kind of use these if I need to get a quick level up session on that boy Chester. But that is it for my inventory. And then I guess all that is really left for me to talk about now is my goals for my account. And guys, the goals for my account are to get all of my characters to level 100. Oh, I can't in front of you. The rates in this game are treating me like BCM rates treated me. Except for my BCM rates eventually kind of like deteriorated and just went wrong, right? And BCM just kind of died very quickly. This game, my rates have been incredible, and people are saying the game is dead, but I can't in front of you. People don't understand the concept that you don't need to get new shit just because it's put in your face. People don't understand that concept. So people will say that games are dead for eternity. It'll never stop. It doesn't fucking matter. But the game is excellent. The game is fun. The game is thriving, I believe. The game is going to be, because people are still playing this shit. People are still enjoying this shit. And next month is only going to get even better from there. And every month on is only going to get better from there, bro. So my goals are to get level 70 first and foremost. Just because I want to be ready for the next Spec Ops level, no matter what level they want you to be for it. And I want to be able to start grinding towards the new, new Spec Ops level or the new max level whenever it does come out immediately. I'm going to level 100 every single character in my account, because this game be blessing me up like BCM used to bless me up. But there's way less characters that are way less intensive to invest in, so it's just like more worth my time, I feel like, maybe. Yeah, level 100 all my characters. I'll probably start doing like how I used to do for BCM, where I used to have like, you know, list that I used to update while I was live. By the way, I'm going live tomorrow for this for the update, right? For the Steam version. I'm so excited about that Steam version, man. Like, that shit's gonna be awesome. But with the Steam version coming, I'll be able to move the Steam version to my computer and then move my backup free-to-play account, which, by the way, guys, in that stream tomorrow, this is tidbit for you guys who want to know. In the stream tomorrow, we're going to be doing every single new form of content that, wow, I just thought about it. The update comes out before I even play soccer tomorrow. So I'm going to be good, raring to go. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, chat. But literally, we're going to be farming all of the new content on my main account until I am tired of farming it. And then whenever we're done farming all that, we're going to hook up the free-to-play account. You can't even see how many cubes I have on it, but we're going to hook up the free-to-play account because we're going to move it over to the iPad. We're going to hook up the free-to-play account, and then we're going to do some summons for Chester because I'm farming summons right now. I'm not going to tell you guys how many dimensional crystals I have, but I will tell you I have not summoned on a premium character since I have started grinding this account, and I will not tell you how much progress I've made on the account. I made the account 2 days ago. Yes, 2 days ago. So you guys will see the efforts of 4 days work from the dead man on this game. Because I've learned a lot in this game playing this game. But yeah, that's my goals. Maintain my free-to-play account so that I can, I guess, summon for characters immediately and use them on a free-to-play, in a free-to-play aspect, so I can get an idea of how cracked they're going to be when I actually get them on my sweaty account, right? And then also, I want to just kind of like have that so I can see how the free to play ecosystem is for the game too, just so I can know that I'm not just bullshitting. Because like, think about it, I made a video talking about, okay, all of these stages without the limited characters, but when you consider the fact that I didn't use limited characters, but the 4-star characters that I still used were like leveled up really high, you know? It's just like, are all you free-to-play players at a point where you can expend the resources to get level 90, these 4-star characters who are less relevant than the 5-star characters you probably have, who maybe don't work for this game mode the best, right? It's just like, there's a lot of things to weigh out. So having an actual free-to-play account will give me a better idea of how it is for you guys. And yeah, maintain the free-to-play, level 100 all the characters, and that's kind of my goal for right now. And honestly, it kind of went that way in BCM. The first month I wanted to level 100 all the characters, but I was also trying to pick up a lot of characters too, watching level 100 every character. And then by the second month, like maybe like halfway through the second month, is when I had gotten all the characters to, maybe not level 100, but I had gotten them all to a point where they were all UR or LR. Yes, I had them all LR, and then I had level 100 of them afterwards. And then they dropped level 125, and that shit was a damn mess. But that's my account, man. This is what the 1,000 sub man is looking like for Kaiju number 8 right now. This is what the king of Kaiju is looking like right now. And hopefully you guys are striving to acquire, you know, a crazy account like this, man. I enjoy the game. I enjoy my units. My units work well in my opinion. I get the job done, bro. Everything that's out in the game right now I have beaten. There's nothing, I can't think of anything in the game that I have not beaten right now, besides the time limited shit, right? But if you guys did enjoy the video, and again, Steam players, be ready for the game, man. The game is hella fun. I just wanted to give you guys a breakdown of my account, because as I was breaking down my account, I was kind of just like talking about some things, so you're kind of getting an idea. And all the players who already play the game, you guys already know what's up, man. But like, if you guys did enjoy the video, you can go down below, you can leave a like on the video, you can hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time that Deadman decides to hit that 1,000 Kaiju glide. And you can also comment down below and let me know what you want to know. But the Deadman does love you, and the Deadman is going to keep farming his free-to-play account so he can get those crystals for you, so you guys are not disappointed by that number whenever we start that stream off. But again, you guys have an excellent day. Remember, you are loved. Peace.